Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bar podcast, brought to you by the coaches and clients of RT Fitness Durham, Sunderland, and of course the Barbell Club, where we take you from complete beginner to photo shoot ready wherever you are in the world. So today we have client Mr. Paul Marazzi. Now Paul is part of a well-known boy band, but we're talking more on the side of like his fitness journey throughout his life from his young age up until this point at the young age of 49. And all the things where he's learned in between, some of the pressures of what he's had to do for training, but actually it's just a nice conversation between two people, and I absolutely love spending time with Paul. He's an absolute top bloke and love seeing him be part of the Barbell Club family. So, me phone here. Like, share, subscribe, whatever you've got to do, just so we can keep pushing these out there. Most of all, enjoy the show. Right then, who is Paul Marazzi?
Hello.
Hello, darling.
I'm one of your clients.
You are?
Yep, this is the second time around. I started off doing Carnage, which was with more the cardio-based thing, and this time I've switched to the Barbell Club, which is more just resistance training.
Who is Paul Marazzi?
Who is Paul Marazzi? Oh, sorry.
That was the question.
It was like a right, okay.
Oh, no.
Paul Marazzi, I am coming up to, I'm a man.
You're a man, yeah?
Yes. I identify as a man as well.
Good.
I'm a dad of two girls. I'm married to Natalie, and I'm an entertainer, singer. Have been since I was 23. 23. And I'm coming up to my 50th birthday in 2 months, so I'm just trying to keep on top of things physically.
Yeah?
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
Mint.
You're coming up to 40, are you 40 yet?
I've turned 40 now, Paul. 40? Yeah. And you look younger than us.
Well, if I grew my beard as long as you, I don't think I would, because it's completely white.
Would you grow it though?
No. Well, if I grow it, people say, you've got to dye it. I've never dyed. I would never dye a beard.
No.
You've seen it when it's grown out a little bit. It's completely white.
No, it's half.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit dark in there.
I haven't got the colour you've got.
I know, but I'm ginger, so it's went like a tabby colour.
Yeah,
well, actually, is it grey Maya?
Well, it does. The beard suits you. Beards don't suit you.
But I'd never dye my beard. No. You can always see it.
No.
You can see it when people dye it.
Oh yeah, I can always notice it. Yeah, because you've got to keep on top of everything now. Your eyebrows, your hair, and you can tell.
Would you do that? Would you dye your hair?
Never.
No,
never.
Good man. That's what I like to hear.
I've had colour in it.
Like
I've had completely bleached it and stuff like that, but I wouldn't colour out grey or anything, or white or anything like that.
Yeah, we've all done that when we were younger.
Yeah. Silly
I
hairstyles.
even had tips in before.
Did you?
Picture that, Maya. Oh God, what year would it have been?
2002.
2001, yeah, when I would have done it, 2002, yeah. It was the tips
year
era.
Of the tips.
It was. Yeah, because I went, actually even up to 2006. Yeah, between two.
You paid for them. You paid for having tips in your hair.
Yeah.
Were you bodybuilding then?
Funnily enough, right, when I was 2006 is the last time I got it done, and I went and worked abroad as a bouncer.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
really?
with tips.
Wow. Where did you work?
In Kos, Greece.
Greece, right?
Yeah. I didn't mean to go be a bouncer; it just happened to happen, and that was it. I'm sure I'm asking the questions here.
Oh, sorry. I'm interested. I am interested. I don't know anything about
No, it's all right. No, I went and worked a couple of seasons abroad, and then becoming a bouncer.
So how long did you live abroad?
5 months the first year, and then 4 months.
Oh, so you only went for the seasons?
Did the seasons, yeah. It was brilliant. Absolutely loved it.
I lived in Bendom 5 years.
Did you?
Yeah, it was amazing.
What years was those?
When I was at 18. So 93. 93 and left about 90, about 97, 98 to do singing. I started singing.
From Benidorm to that?
Benidorm to, back to London, I suppose.
And what were you doing in Benidorm?
Well, I started off just working in the clubs, doing like ticket touting, bar work, and just on the square, you know, the main square, just like loads of clubs there. So just working for the clubs really, just going around the clubs. And then I kind of got kicked out of Benidorm. But then I came back to Benidorm, and then I started working for my dad. So I was the delivery guy who delivered all the food to the bars in Benidorm, like frozen bacon, sausages, doing the breakfast run. That was it. I was it was called Hotspot. The company was called Hotspot, and I was a delivery guy around Benidorm.
Oh, so your family lived there as well at the time?
Yeah, I moved over. I drove over when I was 18.
Wow.
A week after my test, I drove to Spain. I didn't want to. My dad made me. He goes, right, we've got 2 cars, get all the stuff in, you're following me.
Was that in the Citroen EX?
No,
not yet.
This was a Ford Fiesta. Mini Metro. I was in the Mini Metro.
Like an Austin Metro, was that?
No, it wasn't like an Austin Mini, it was a Mini Metro. It looked like a tiny, like a crap square Fiesta kind of thing.
Yeah.
4 gears.
Yes.
Lovely.
Lovely cars. Well, not really. But when you look at them now, it's like, oh, they were canny, but...
Well, I used to think my AXGT looked really, really sporty, but now it just looks like a box, doesn't it? Remember, you put it up on your phone, didn't you, the other day?
Them are nice cars.
I used to love that.
Them have a heart for me. So, I mean, yeah, probably is at this age now.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, it's all right. At this, like, I know it was only a couple of years ago when you came back. Why all the way up until, like, because this is the part I always like to know, why is it taking you so long to say get into health and fitness, or what's been your background before that in health and fitness?
Well, the first time I was exposed to health and fitness was probably when I was about 14. I started doing Wadaru karate.
Okay.
So I did that for about 3 years, and I was like, I got quite good for my size and age because I was quite bendy. So I was like, I wasn't that bothered with the katas and all that, but I went to a few tournaments. But then I had a brace because my teeth were so really all over the place.
Right.
So my mum was like, you need a brace because you look really ridiculous. But then I couldn't get my gum shield in. So couldn't get the gum shield in, and my sensei was like, well, you can just come and train, but you can't spar or fight anymore. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore then. So then I stopped that. And then the next time was probably when I was in Spain. When I moved to Spain, I was about 19. And there was another guy about my age who, his family had a bar, and we just started going to the gym. There was no structure, structure to the gym. We just go in there.
Just go in,
Just go around every machine 3 times a week. Like, we weren't doing chest and then, doing legs one day. We just go around the whole gym. But because I was only 19, like, the benefits were instant because you're just young and you can get gained so quickly without even really trying, can't you?
Yeah.
And then it was probably when I went into the music industry. It was the dancing, the constant rehearsing that made me realise how unfit I was. That was the first time I ever got fit, when I was performing when I was 23, 24.
Did you think, was that enough though? Like, say the performing, did you feel as though you had to do anything or top, or even say the pressures of looking a certain way or anything like that?
I was quite lucky because I looked quite younger than my age.
Yeah.
And you're covered in makeup all the time. So you can't, as long as you stay quite thin, it's impossible to put weight on because we were constantly dancing. That was our thing. We were a dancing boy band. So it's constantly, every day we were just dancing hours and hours and hours and hours, rehearsing hours and hours and hours. So we couldn't put weight on anyway. So all we had to do was get caked in makeup. There you go. You're airbrushed in magazines, you're airbrushed on whatever albums you're in. So you don't look like, if someone saw you in the street, they'd be like, oh my God, you look like shit. Because you don't look anything like they know you, obviously, because you're always got the, lights everywhere.
Big lights,
Lights, got a makeup artist constantly on your face, and whatever they see in the magazine of you, that is not how you look. You're airbrushed and you're cropped and you've got a different head on a different body, and yeah.
I've seen pictures of you younger, and you don't look that much different.
Yeah, well, I felt different.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. But there was no. When it started hitting us was when we did 2 albums. Then we were on our 3rd album, and we stopped dancing, and we were just like, we're going to be like a serious band.
Yeah.
And we didn't take into account that we weren't doing any physical activity anymore. It was all just standing around singing soft kind of pop rock things we were doing. Then the weight piled on. Then I got really unfit really quickly as well. So I was just hitting that age, 27, 28. Right. It's just like, metabolism just really slows down. And then I wasn't doing the dancing, and I went to shit.
And the thing is, you were probably exposed to the same nutrition over and over again, but because of the dancing, you kept lean.
To be fair, I ate quite healthily.
Right, okay.
I didn't eat any chocolate. I drank far less beer than I do now. Like I used to drink like a glass of red wine, I'd be eating chicken Caesar salads, and I was aware of my job anyway. I was I was aware. I wasn't just like eating McDonald's and KFC. I was aware of my job, and I had to look a certain way. So even though the dancing made it easier to stay, I was quite a good boy kind of thing, you know.
That's good.
I wasn't trying to take the piss, because obviously you got a record company and manager, and if they're unhappy, then they'll just fuck you off, I suppose.
So where does that come from? Any of your parents, like the food wise, they're like eating healthy?
I knew about eating because my mum was not a school cook. She used to like manage loads of schools and their nutrition in London. And she's a fantastic cook as well. So I knew about cooking and food and nutrition up to a point, but nutrition wasn't really on my radar at all. Like I didn't think, there's that much protein and this. I just thought, right, I think that's healthy. That is salad. That is chicken. I'm going to eat that. I'm not going to eat that McDonald's. I'm going to eat those noodles instead or something, whatever.
Well, it's late 90s, early 2000s. That's like it was just either healthy or not. Yeah, wasn't it? And like
I wouldn't
whatever
even know,
the papers said.
I wouldn't even know what a vegan was then. It wasn't like
it wasn't.
Yeah, like one of those words, one of those little catchphrases you have now.
It was the only one around then was vegetarian.
Vegetarian,
That was it.
Plant-based, what's plant-based? No one knew what the fuck that was.
No, paleo.
And now we know everything.
Yeah.
Because it's just constantly rammed down our throats, isn't it?
That's because people want to associate themselves with the label of what they are.
Yeah, what it means. How good a human are you?
Yes, exactly. So when, like, between that gap then, did you not do any fitness or anything until you came here? Or?
Well, I finished the band and then I turned 30 and I was 11 and a half stone, which is fucking huge for me because I was used to being 8.5. I was 8.5 in the band.
Fuck.
8.5, nearly touching 9 kind of thing. I was very, very thin.
Yeah.
But I was very fit as well. I was just like a sinewy, just all muscle, no fat. And then I hit 11 and a half stone and I felt awful as well, you know. And then I just found I moved into my friend's house. I owned a studio and that went all to shit. I moved to my friend's house and I just felt like shit. And he just had a pair of dumbbells. They were just single weight. They're probably they weren't even heavy, 8.5, 10 kilos.
Okay.
And I just did it every single day.
Did you?
Every day. I used to get up and then before I had a shower I used to like a late shower, like 5 in the afternoon or something. I just spend 25 minutes to do like 100 sit-ups and some jumping squats and I didn't know what I was doing, just curls. And within 2 months, I was just in great shape. I was like, oh my God, I don't know how I did that. It was just consistency. I was 30.
Okay, yeah.
Just being consistent, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the key to everything, I suppose. That's when I realised just do it. Not a lot, it was only 25 minutes a day. It was just nothing. It didn't even feel like anything. It just became part of my routine and then all this weight just fell off me and I was like, oh my God, that's the key. Just got to keep at it, I suppose.
And then have you been consistent till...
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Right?
No, I've moved around and I've been in different bands. That's why I moved to the Northeast to do music again with a friend I knew from Benidorm. He's still my best friend now. And yeah, I've been very unfit. Like, not as unfit as I was or as heavy as I was then. Just like, just not really active, every day, because it was like more like, oh, we're going to go and do this rehearsal and we're going to go to do that gig and you're just sitting in a kind of a band bus, not doing much, you're just sitting around all day, unloading, do your gig. It wasn't like, that couldn't have been a part of my day, going, oh, I'm just going to hit the gym, guys. Like, what are you doing? We're just in a hostel in Bristol or something, there's no gym to hit. Yeah. But I think it's probably when I rejoined the band, I'm in a band called A1.
Yeah.
When I rejoined them about 5 years ago, then I became a bit more, I've got to sort my shit out. I'm back in the band. I have to dance again. I dance now still, at 49.
I've seen it.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got to be in a certain level of fitness. Well, you don't really, but you feel you can do a better performance if you've got that bit more energy, you know, because we have to obviously sing as well. So so I just thought, I need to get myself sorted out. I'm about to hit 50, and this has been fantastic. Yeah, so it's really helped me. And Dan is amazing. I started off with Paige, who was brilliant.
We started off with Dan 1.
Well, Dan won on the first time around, and that's the podcast I saw. So Dan was sitting there looking cool. I was like, oh my God, Dan. Yeah, Dan was amazing. But I also had Luke a few times. Luke is massive. He's that really big bloke, isn't he? He was really good as well. But yeah, then I finished doing the Carnage thing, onto the Barbell Club. And
how many, was it 3-year gap, 2-year gap?
Yeah, it was a massive, well, it was the whole COVID gap.
No way, what, was it before COVID?
Yeah, I think so. I'm sure there was like COVID-y stuff going on, wasn't there? Or was it after COVID?
I think it might have been after.
Was it? I'm not sure.
Yes, it was actually, no, it was too...
No, it must have been because you did the online videos. That's where you became like my flipping movie star.
They were already, so those videos, I remember they were on the old app.
Right.
And we've just uploaded them to that one, and you'll have been doing them.
Yeah, because I did them on the road. When I
I
went
remember
on
you
tour,
saying, yeah.
And I was just like, every day, just put one of your videos on.
So you got to listen to me.
They were really helpful.
Oh, were they?
They were really good because a lot of them that you didn't need any equipment. There was just like one that was just step in and jump in. So it was just brilliant. Just keep myself active. That was good. Yeah.
And then you had Paige, and then
Paige, and then that switched over to, well, she helped to integrate him into the gym for a few weeks, and then I think she left. And then we've got Dan Burkitt.
Yeah.
Now he's really, really good. He's an encyclopedia. Well, they're all encyclopedias, but I've spent more time with him, and he really knows what he's on about, doesn't he?
He does. I'm going to get him on the next podcast.
He trains you.
Actually. Yeah, he does train me.
It's amazing.
See, we're training partners.
I know. That's crazy, isn't it?
It is. It is indeed.
Because I remember when I was booking up, and Sarah was like, "Oh, I'll see you in session," and I thought she was training me.
Right.
Turned out I'm just training in the same session. So my whole group are just trainers. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, and Joe. Yeah, Joe, when he's over here.
Yeah.
Joe's the...
he's rehabbing his... Is that the guy rehabbing his meniscus or something?
Do you know he's the Sunderland coach?
Sorry, what?
Do you know he's the Sunderland coach?
Oh, he's from the Sunderland gym?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew he was... Okay, I didn't know he was from Sunderland.
Yeah. Oh, wait, he's from Houghton, if you know where that is.
I used to live in Houghton.
No way.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Whereabouts?
Just about 10 minutes from Buffs. The Buffs Club?
Buffs?
Buffs Club. It's like it's a really Houghton kind of club.
Buffs.
In the middle of Houghton.
Okay.
It's got pool tables downstairs.
Yes, yeah.
Buffs.
Oh, wow, you live there?
Yeah, I did a gig in Buffs. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
The Halloween gig. The heart of Houghton.
Yeah, it is.
But I tell you what, they've got
the comms is the heart of Houghton.
Yeah, but also it's got the best Chinese in the world in the Mei Ho.
Do you think?
So anyone watching, if you want to go to the best Chinese restaurant in the world, Mei Ho in Houghton is incredible.
Okay.
Still the best. Yeah.
I've gone off Chinese, to be fair. It makes us feel icky
I've not
afterwards.
had it for ages. Well, I can't now.
Why?
I've just been eating just so much protein. It's just, I'm sick of chicken. I'm sick of it. Well, I'm not sick of it, but I am a little bit. It's because I can't be naughty. I was naughty once, and I threw up when I went to Blackpool. And I had a whole bag of donuts. I was like, right, I just went crazy. and I brought them up. It was disgusting. But yeah, so since then I was like, I'm not going to be that naughty anymore, because my body telling me no.
Right.
We're going to reject it.
I might as well, that segue straight in then. So what results you had?
Since I've been in the Barbell Club this time?
We'll see, yeah, because I mean, how many, over 2 months now, isn't it? Or 3?
I think I'm hitting 7-8 weeks now.
Is that it? Mm-hmm. It feels like ages.
I know.
Well, yeah, in the barbell itself, because what I've seen your waist shoot up.
Yeah.
And I've seen you like pushing out those extra few reps and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you tell me.
Well, obviously it's the environment to begin with. It's easy to work out when people are working hard around you. And I've got a partner, my partner is Julie, a lady called Julie, and she is just brilliant. Because, she's kind of had a few struggles health-wise, and every time she's just struggling, she'll struggle through a set, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put the weight up. So yeah, she's been really good to work with. I've had some really good results. I think I've lost about 8 pounds since I started, which is not much to lose. I wanted to get a bit of shape, but I've started to get some shape to myself, which I'm really looking forward to. I've lost a tiny bit of kind of there. That was a problem, because it's always off your face, isn't it, first? Yeah, so I feel great. But I'm about halfway through the whole programme.
But even £8, the thing is, even £8, like, for someone your size, is quite a lot percentage-wise. Do you know what I mean?
It's so much. Because, well, I was talking to Dan about it. I'm losing fat, but obviously there's a balance of fat and muscle, so I must have added a bit of muscle as well, so I don't know.
Well, you can always see that through when your weights are going up.
Yeah.
That, like, if because you're not going to put muscle on if your weights are going up.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And I mean, each and every week you're probably going up on at least a handful of things, especially this early in as well.
Yeah, I think that's why, because it's so early within the programme. And I'm just learning how to do some of the exercises correctly. And obviously Dan's keeping a close eye on me, and he's a bit strict as well.
I'll keep
you'd be like, slow down! Slow down, Paul! And Dan's like, well, you did 12. And he'll just put the weight up, which I'm good, because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't naturally go, I need to put the weight up. He'll just go, okay, put the weight up. You've done 12 reps, you just do 8 on the next time, and I'll be happy. And I'll be like, that's good, that's fair.
I think that's the big difference in coaching. I mean, like, from where I'm getting coached in the same group as you.
Yeah.
Where you said about the environment, I'll sometimes be like failing, and then I can feel Dan just like getting closer to us. So it's like I'm sort of wanting to show off in front of the teacher, and then like do like an extra rep.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I'm even
because he knows
if
you're not giving everything. Like today, me and Julie were having a chat, and while she was working out, she was talking. He fucking didn't like that. He was like, Julie, talking while you're working out, and he put the weight straight up, boom.
That's good.
Like,
because he's new, Dan, so I'm glad that he's like doing that to people.
He's good. He's not unfair or anything, but he wants you to get the most out of it. That's what he wants, which is brilliant.
And that's
Mm-hmm.
if you've ever seen him train on Instagram or something, that's like, he is like a kid, slow, controlled, squeeze. I mean, he calls himself the biomechanics coach. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've got to get on his Instagram immediately.
The king. I think change it, shouldn't he? Change it, Dan, biomechanics king. And he says, like, people messaging him, like, who are high level themselves, well, what do you think of like this study? And Dan's like, yeah, it's great. But like, because he calls himself
deep,
that.
Isn't he? He's deep into it.
Very, very, very deep. I'm always surface level. It's like, have you hit your calories? No, right, did it. And that's it.
Just the band work he does before, it's just like, it's all very scientific based, specifically for what you'll be doing that day. And it's quite difficult, just a little band. He gets the most out of them as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he explains it.
And he's only 26 or something.
He is.
He's just like a baby.
They're all babies to me and you, Paul.
Yeah, I suppose.
Do you know how old Maya is? Go on, guess.
Please. How old are you?
24.
Oh, fuck. Well, no, I'm glad for you.
Yeah,
I love
we're glad for you.
My 20s were great. 30s were better than my 20s, though, so, you've got all look forward to.
I know. And you've had your kids, so we don't have to, you're going to have a mint 30s.
It's going to be
absolute
the best
brilliant 30s. Where we're at, I think, so you did that. What's been the biggest takeaways you've learned from this small journey so far?
I think the biggest one is...
Because is this the first time you specifically really done weightlifting? Yeah.
Ever. Oh no, I did it before. I was on tour with my band about 2 years ago, and I just had. I'm not getting to any crazy conspiracy theories, but I'd had my vaccines for the the Rona.
Yeah.
And I got really ill. And I developed really bad sleep apnea, and I couldn't breathe, and I was on tour and I couldn't breathe.
Right.
And then I started having heart issues, and got rushed to hospital when I was in the middle of a tour, and they said, you're gonna have a stroke. So he was like, you have to rest. I goes, I can't rest, I'm in the middle of a tour. So I managed to finish the tour, and I met a girl on tour who was one of our fans, and she's really huge. And she gave me a program.
Right.
Like a weightlifting program. So I did that for a few months. And I think that kind of helped me a lot. But then I had to wait, because I actually have, which is really sad, I've been put on a CPAP machine.
Right.
Because I think the vaccine somehow made me develop loads of stuff wrong with me. So when I went back to hospital, the nurse said, yeah, you've got long COVID, which is another word for a vaccine injury. Yeah. So that was when I really, oh my God. But when I got the CPAP machine, it changed my life again, and I had so much more energy. But getting back to what you said, my biggest takeaway from here is...
I'm going to come back, I'll circle back to that, but yeah.
I think is...
I've never had any vaccines.
Did you not have any?
No, I've had the vaccine, like I've had all vaccines, but I've never had any COVID jabs.
Did you not?
No.
I had to have it to travel.
Yeah, I had to have it to travel.
Which is... And they forced you. Oh God, that was fucking awful.
Yeah. But it was like, I want my holiday. I think
that was the
big
I had
difference.
to go to work.
Well, yeah, you had to go to work.
Otherwise I probably wouldn't have had them.
I was pregnant when it first came out with Ezra. And they were a bit funny about like, have it done. And then by the time I had him, I thought, well, there's no point anymore. Like, it's over now, isn't it?
Yeah. It's over now, man.
Backlog of like
It's gone.
Did you get it?
Oh, did I get COVID?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it like once when I was pregnant.
And it was fine? Oh, fucking arseholes, aren't they?
So yeah, what's the biggest lesson?
All right. The biggest takeaway for me doing this is how quickly I thought it'd take ages for my body to like respond, and it's responded really quickly because of keeping my diet like protein heavy, drinking lots of water. I think that's everything. It's easy. If you've got the three things like your active recovery, your water, your protein, and obviously the training, it's quite easy to get back into shape.
Like everything combined.
Yeah, if you just keep them things kind of not like you're in the Olympics or anything, like keep everything dialed into like the percentage. But if you kind of keep your weekly kind of thing around the areas, you can easily make progress. Even I thought I was a bit too old to, because I was like 49. I was like, God, if I can just get a little bit in shape. But it's like going really well. So I'm shocked.
That's good. But I think where you're saying like you're expected it to be slower.
Much slower,
Not many people, no matter what the age are, whoever I get into contact with on the phones, everything, they think it's going to happen faster. And it's nice.
Really?
It's nice to hear that you're expected it to be slower.
Oh, I expected it to be much slower.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's been so quick. Because before, when I said that that lady gave me the program, I don't think, I wasn't being strict. I wasn't accountable, because I'm accountable on the app now, on the RT Fitness app, where my food goes straight into it, my steps go straight into it, weigh myself, it goes straight into the app. It's like, where to hide?
And you know that Sarah's going to be looking at it.
Yeah. And she'd be like, Karen, take your progress photos. And like, oh my God, please. They're horrible, I hate them.
But it's the truth.
Yeah, but that's it, you're accountable. So that helps as well. Really, really does.
Yeah. I like, do you weigh weekly does Sarah get you once a week?
She has to remind me, yeah.
Oh, she has to remind you.
I wonder if she's going to ask me this week, but she does every single week.
Every week, yeah. I always find people who do it more so. Like I always feel as though the scales is like the truth bomb for most people.
Yeah, I thought my weight was going to go up this week.
But if it goes up or down, it's only because of like a little bit of salt, carbs, or whatever else. You'd have to be in a huge surplus to put actually real weight on.
I did that week.
Do you think?
No. 2 weeks ago, I put 4 pounds on.
Right, okay.
That was when the kids were off and we went to Blackpool and I was just being a knob. Because I'd done so well the week before, I thought, I'll just do just a bit more. Just a few more calories a day.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that at all.
But I bet you that dropped though straight
I
away.
lost £3.5 the next week.
Yeah.
So it's like 4 and then 3. Like,
Yeah.
I can control. That's another thing. That's what I was saying about the takeaway. I can control exactly what happens if I'm dialed in.
Good. That's what I like to hear, Paul. I like that. Right then. I mean, what one piece of advice to anyone, let's say someone your age.
Yes.
Okay? Your young age.
Yes.
If you can give one piece of advice to anyone starting like a fitness journey, what would it be?
I'd tell them at my age to just take the first step and don't be scared of it. And don't feel like you're going to go into an environment where people are going to be just beautiful and young and they're not going to respect what you're doing. Because if you're around people that are training, you're all in the same boat and you'll just be part of a team as soon as you join that kind of environment. So just don't be scared of taking the first step on that journey.
I think everyone's nice in every gym, to be fair. Like,
yeah, I've seen. I mean, but if you're not used to being in that environment, you just all you do is you can open your phone, you just see just beautiful people being beautiful, and you think that's what the lifestyle is, and it's not that at all. It's people just working hard.
It is in some places, but
Yeah.
I think most places these days are like. I think if you went into a gym, even now, like I mean, you go to a commercial gym, mate. It's like if you ask somebody to spot you, I'm sure they would. It is nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.